And the pitch goes to Mixon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
The Bengals hoping Mixon improves on the numbers from his rookie year. He's back there again on first down.
Gone!
They'll look to throw now on first down. Green's got it over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I could be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week. But the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go in this one.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Mixon. Finding room to the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll give it to Mixon. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Gone! All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Hughes forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up a throw. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. And Bullock will put this one through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Fournette fighting through, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They keep it with Fournette on first downs. Gets through, and now an opening. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Fournette, a first down carry. And an alley to run. The trot it down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Shaq Lawson in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And they'll get him down here at the 23. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Now let's go.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to John Ross. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. The Chargers out to an early lead over the Chiefs. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. The toss play to Mixon, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 4 there. Bringing up second down.
Oh, yeah! That's it, baby!
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot! Hot!
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And the Bills getting set to go. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
They begin with a run by Fournette. Fournette fighting through. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 30, 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 88 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A handoff to Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bills will take another timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Now the Bengals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Now a first carry from Giovanni Bernard. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got his man, it's Eifert. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And Bullock will put this one through, and that'll bring him back within a point. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A final shot before half for Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Second and 2 now. The penalty leaves them in pretty good shape. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. The pitch to Fournette. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Allen steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And this is caught at the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. John Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll set up to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Bengals on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. They're going to look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got him in, complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big third down play there for the Bengals. 46 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen here to mix it. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play, now 2nd and 13.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw here. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Gun, gun!
He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And Bullock will put this one through, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Okay, can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Allen now on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for two. Now a toss going left. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. A handoff to Fournette. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. From midfield, here's Allen. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say He has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply, if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll toss it to Fournette. And now running right through it. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So this game's had a little bit of everything. Here's another little something. A potential game-time 4th-quarter field goal that winds up hitting iron.
And there's always the chance that it's going to hit and bank itself in, but no such luck that time. And that's a body blow right there.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down. Well, I'm sure he likes this performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week. But maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see. And other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Hot. Hot.
Again, it's Mixon. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Gun!
He'll look to throw. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And here come the Bills. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Lucky 56.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Geno Atkins in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
They'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down. Obviously a big 1st down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Carl Lawson in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now a desperation throw deep down. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout, as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Now the Bills will take another timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. They toss to Mixon. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. As they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Back to throw. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 3
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So they'll walk this back 4 yards from the 8 to the 4-yard line. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right.